2,200 children in Tulsa care that don't need to be there. That's over half the children in care, taken deceptively by TUSLA through the courts, destroying families, tearing them apart. Incredible cruelty has been carried out on children by social workers, TUSLA. Absolutely depraved what's going on in state care in Ireland. It's been going on over 100 years, what they've been doing to children. This is 2020 and they're still carrying out atrocious acts on children. Completely demolishing the family unit, dismembering it. Tearing the heart and soul out of our country, out of our families, out of our homes. The fundamental unit of our society, the family unit. Childcare comes with the preservation of the family home. That's paramount. And the state knows, along with TUSLA and the Roman Catholic Church, that the home is the fundamental unit of families. And yet TUSLA, as they have been doing over the last century, simply walking into courts and taking children into care. 3,200 children do not need to be in care. They've been taken fraudulently and deceptively by parents' ignorance of the law. TUSLA can go in and take one child out of a family of 4 and tell a judge that this child will be abused, while the other children are not abused. It doesn't make sense. If a child is in danger, then it must be removed. But that is only after all avenues have been exhausted. Every effort must be made to maintain the preservation of the family home, the family unit, the mother and children, the father and children, the grandparents, their children, and their children's children. We have generational abuses by the state in Ireland, where children have come through state care, have gone out into society, started their own families, only to have TUSLA or the state come in and take the children from them, and their children goes into care. It's insidious and absolutely depraved. The illusion that TUSLA, the Child and Family Agency, cares for children. They do not care for children. TUSLA is a business. It's a 100-year-old business in Ireland, from the 1908 Children's Act onwards. Since then, hundreds of thousands of children have had their lives destroyed by this institution in Ireland called the Roman Catholic Church, who has spent the last century destroying families, condemning them. And yet the Catholic Church cannot be held accountable for any of the crimes that they've carried out in mother and baby homes, in Magdalene laundries, in industrial schools, stroke orphanages. And these institutions are all now amalgamated into TUSLA. They hold all the files. They decide who gets files and who doesn't get files. They decide if a child goes into care or not. People of Ireland, Public na Hurran, you're going to have to start waking up. It's our children are bearing the brunt of this absolutely atrocious childcare system. How long can the children continue to carry this absolute depravity on their shoulders. You think voting the next election is going to cure this? You think doing nothing is going to stop this? The Irish people are going to have to wake up, and wake up very, very soon. The children need our support, they need our protection. Children have no defence against abusers, none whatsoever. Children's voices cannot be heard in courts. Family courts are held in camera, which means nobody knows what goes on in the court. It's a secret court. Children's voices cannot be heard. It's time to wake up and hear these children who are crying out to be back with their parents.